Hi, welcome to our latest edition as we slowly get things happening here at Marigold Mountain. Today I thought I'd do a few things. Firstly, I was going to show you around the property. I mean, you've seen bits and pieces, but I was going to give you an idea of the extent and the size of the property. Secondly, I've decided, well, I've sort of had a bit of a change of mind with those tiles, so I'll take you through that as well. A few problems getting the lease together, so I thought I'd share that with you as well. But let's go on the start of our tour today. So starting at the northeast border of the property, that old tree there sort of lost its leaves. That'll eventually be coming down, but that is the northeast corner of the property. And yeah, we'll put some sort of gate across there at some stage. This is the old gatehouse at the moment, and the only person guarding it at the moment is an old Buddha. And the original water tank, looking at upgrading the whole system over time, but for now that's going to be perfectly adequate. Down on this northeast corner we've got this lovely grassed area. Well, it's sort of one terrace and then another terrace up there. I think this will be a lovely place for people to sit down and have some organised sort of sunset drinks looking out to the east. Now the grass has grown really quickly over the past few weeks. We've had some spells of rain, so it certainly made this grass grow very quickly. I think I'll have to get the lawnmower out. Now we're going to be walking towards the southeast edge of the property, this rather foreboding stone wall, which really needs a good clean. Again, remember that building's going to be painted all white at some stage. And we make our way to this southeast corner, and it's pretty much marked by, again, a tree, although it does extend another 10 metres or so. And then a really nice drive, which will be the main drive to the property, which we'll certainly promote the use of. And it goes up along another brick wall, and it's under a canopy of old bamboo trees. It's actually, when it's all cleaned up, going to be very pretty. So we're now at the southwest corner of the property. If we go that way, well, it's just jungle. But if we go this way, it's the property in a sort of a quite tight U-turn past the guardhouse, which will eventually be turned into what we're calling the checkpoint, and then the property itself. So we'll be putting quite a lot of work into this particular entrance. This will be the main entrance, the first thing that people see when they come around that U-turn and enter the property. And eventually, I think this is going to look quite spectacular and dramatic. Then when you walk along the back of the property, this is like the western boundary. It's pretty much just jungle, jungle, jungle. And you've got the building, well, here, and the jungle there. And we're walking northwards at the moment. And then eventually we make our way back to this northwest corner, which includes it's sort of a garage, but it's got a small kitchen and a bathroom and toilet as well. Not quite sure what we're going to do with that, but it's right near that grassed area that I spoke of at the start. So it might be an area where we're cooking barbecues, serving drinks for those people having those sunset drinks. And then we can walk past that sala area, and there's a concreted area there which I suppose you could park up to 3 cars. And in the very northwest corner there is a light, and that pretty much defines that corner of the property. And then we can look backwards and see the entire property from this corner. So let's talk tiles again. And last week when I was discussing painting these tiles, a lot of people said, "Tim, you're mad." Well, I already know that. But yes, we've sort of responded to that, and we've done a few more numbers, and we've shopped around and found some alternative tiles. And it ends up that the price is not that much different. And yeah, I think I'll be a lot happier, and I'll probably sleep better at night knowing that we've got proper tiles. So they're going to go straight down on top of these old tiles. And just before we start talking about leases and things, well, the pool is looking spectacular. At last, we've made a real breakthrough there, and they've spent a lot of time scrubbing the walls and adding chemicals, and it is now perfectly clear. And we'll now spend a bit of time getting all that chemistry balanced, learning how to use all the systems, so we're ready to rock and roll by the time you arrive in October. So in what's otherwise been a fairly quiet week, I mean, I've really tried to have a few days off from the property and get on with some other things in my business life. We have had some problems with getting the lease together. Now, there are 3 people involved with the lease, a family of 3, a daughter who's my main contact, and her parents. And the mother simply doesn't want us to run a cafe in that area next to the pool. So we're in discussions at the moment trying to sort of downplay that it's ever going to be terribly busy, and we never envisaged that there'd ever be more than 10 or 20 people in there at one time. But she is concerned, so I think I'm going to have to probably get the gifts out or go and make a visit to Bangkok and get down on my knees or whatever it takes to make sure that we can get permission to run a cafe. I suppose this is just part of what you have to do when you're negotiating in Thailand. You've got to be prepared to make some compromises, and stamping your feet and insisting on getting your way is never the way to actually achieve it. But I think we'll probably, at some stage, maybe with some compromises, get our way and actually have a cafe there. Let's see. Well, that's about it for episode 4 of I'm Starting a Hotel in Thailand, and we'll bring you an update each week as we slowly make our way towards opening this property, hopefully in October this year. Now, I'll put a link in the description to the other episodes in this series. Please subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to taking you on the journey as we go. Thanks for watching.